I thought you said do the open. I'm on it. I'm ready. Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. As tonight we are here at Lernerville Speedway as the DSRL 410 Outlaw Series gets out on track, brought to you by Wicked Energy Gum. Here tonight, we are ready to rock and roll. We are ready to bring you all the great racing action as we head into race number 10 of this 12-race season. And as always, I am your host. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and of course, the illustrious Mike Peterson behind the cameras, behind everything you are seeing here tonight. We are ready to go racing here as well. The track looks wonderful. The drivers have been out turning some practice so far. Hayden Cardwell has the fastest lap in warm-up. We'll see if that transfers over into qualifying, but some other things to catch up on. Cameron Merriman still sitting on top of the leaderboard. Tyler Schell picking up 2 wins in a row, though, is closing in on him. Then John Batista and Braden Eiler are sitting right there as well. So, session has been advanced into qualifying. We're going to step away for the national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Our Balducci Trucking Pole Award winner right now goes to David Heileman, but we still have just a few moments left in this qualifying session. Hayden Cardwell out on a track, and looks like he is only going to be good enough for second place. Jimmy Mars now the only other car out on track, but Mars shutting it down as he got off track a little bit, gets back on the throttle. Our DSRL Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series here tonight has so many sponsors we'd like to thank. And man, oh man, we got a long list to get through real quick. Of course, right now we're in the Balducci Trucking qualifying session. We'll have our Wiggy and Casey I-55 Lawyer Heat Race number 1 coming up in a moment. And then also our Sign It Up signs, banners, and graphics. Scott King Designs Racing. Our consolation races will be brought to you by Wicked Cushion Esports, Tim Sims, and Physical Medicine of Oklahoma. And of course, our title sponsor, Wicked Energy Gum. Make sure you head over to wickedenergygum.com. Tell them KR sent you from the Dirt Racing Network. But now it is time to get ready for our Wiggy and Casey I-55 Lure Heat Race number 1. And the drivers are starting to take to the grid. So let's go ahead and go through tonight's starting lineup. In the Napa Auto Parts, Wicked Energy Gum Slick Sim Sports from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it's the 49 of David Heileman. He is also your Balducci Trucking Quick Time winner. On his outside will be our points leader coming into tonight out of Dayton, Ohio. It's the 010 of Cameron Merriman. Row number 2 will be the 74 of Adam Elby, and on his outside, the Cognitive Warriors Wicked Energy Gum Team SETI driver from New York, New York, the number 97 of Matthew Henniger. Row number 3 is going to be Tim Sims Ultimate Dirt TV 19 design, Black Diamond Motorsports represented from Plymouth, Wisconsin. It's the 80 of Joshua Steinke. On his outside, the Brown and Miller Racing Solutions from Concord, North Carolina. It's the 88 of John Harper. And in our row number 4, the final row of our Wiggy and Casey I-55 Lawyers Heat Race in the 90 machine Black Diamond Motorsports, it's the 90 of Trevor Royer. On his outside, the MB Custom Race Cars from Menominee, Wisconsin, it's the 7 of Jimmy Mars. As the drivers begin the 2 pace laps before we let them loose, Joshua Steinke in the 80 machine, unable to make it to the grid for this heat race. So early issues for the 80 machine. Good news for him right now, as the way things look, everyone will make the A main. I do not believe we have more than 24 cars here tonight. So he will still have to probably work his way through the B main for a starting spot. We're going to have 3 heat races for you here tonight. 10 laps out of each heat race. As the pace truck gets out of the way, we're going to let David Heileman and Cameron Merriman lead this field to the first green flag of the night. And Heileman picks up the throttle early. Cameron Merriman gets caught napping as Heileman is going to go into turn 1. Free and clear to the high side. He goes right around that middle lane now. Through 3 and 4, changing it up just a little bit. He is already starting to search for wherever he is going to be the fastest. Cameron Merriman trying to reel him in. Third place goes to the 74 of Adam Elby for the moment. Elby all over the back bumper of your points leader. Elby not too far down the running order in points. I believe he is 6th place coming into tonight. And he is looking for a little bit more as he slide job on Cameron Merriman. Merriman tries to pull down. Contact made, a whole lot of contact down the front stretch, but both drivers able to sort that one out. And Merriman holding on to 2nd place for the moment. Elby with another solid run. And now Adam Elby back into 2nd place. Merriman right to his inside. But Adam Elby going to come away with it for the moment. 5 drivers out of this heat race going to make it into the A main. And right now in the final transfer spot is the 97 of Matthew Henniger, but the 88 of John Harper all over his back bumper. Jimmy Mars is pulled off the track as well. So an issue for Mars. So Steinke unable to make it. Mars now out of the race as well. So 6 cars in this heat race. Henniger in the final transfer spot. John Harper trying to take it from him. Meanwhile, Heileman is pulling away from Adam Elby and Cameron Merriman as they continue to battle out for 2nd place. And David Heileman now has 2 more laps to go. That 49 machine looking a very solid so far here in the first race of the night. White flag in the air for David Heileman in the Wiggy and KCI 55 Lawyers Heat Race number 1. Heileman through 3 and 4, picking up the front end just a little bit, and he is going to pick up the win. Adam Elby going to bring it home in second. Merriman third. Trevor Royer fourth. Fifth goes to Henniger, and John Harper going to round out the field here for our first heat race. And now we move on to our second heat race of the night. This one brought to you by JIR Motorsports. Heat race number 2 starting lineup. Our Tim Sims grid looks like this. The 07 of Hayden Cardwell going to start on the inside of front of row number 1. And on his outside, the Border Tire Wicked Cushion Dirt Racing Network machine. Kinzer Racing Scene Team from Franklin, Pennsylvania. It's the 5 of Braden Eiler. Row number 2 will be the Tim Sims Styles BMRS Black Diamond Motorsports from Pittsboro, Indiana. Little Hurricane himself, the 1 of Mason Hannigan. On his outside from Des Moines, Iowa, and the Casey General Stores number 4 machine, it's Jason Randolph. Row number 3, the Schulte Motorsports, HOH Motorsports, Felton, Delaware driver, the 71 of Curtis Merriman. On his outside, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body Shop, HHR team represented right there from Hobstadt, Indiana. It's Peyton Grease. And finally, the Bismarck, North Dakota driver in the 47 machine, that is Devin Butts. That is our Tim Sims lineup here for our JIR Motorsports Heat Race number 2. A lot of good cars in this heat race, and it is going to be action-packed. 10 laps. Here we go. That front row ready to rock and roll as Hayden Cardwell stabs the throttle and picks up a good jump. He goes straight to the high side. We got one over the wall, or I shouldn't say over the wall, but off the track. That is Braden Eiler. Eiler goes from the front row to the last place car as he rejoins this race. He has got a lot of work to do to catch up to this field. Mason Hannigan slotting into second place now. Jason Randolph and Peyton Grease are going at it for third. Grease on the bottom. It gets a little crossed up coming off of 4. Going to lose some ground there as Devin Butts slides up into 4th. Peyton now in the final transfer spot as he tries to drive underneath the 47 machine. Not able to get it done. Top 5 make it to the A. Top 2 to the pole dash as the 4 machine of Randolph now trying to make a move on Mason Hannigan and put Jason Randolph into second place, but Mason Hannigan saying, hold on, not so fast. This is my spot. You're going to have to fight me for it. And so the battle continues once again through 3 and 4. Hannigan holding him off for the moment. Now both cars decide to go to the high side. Devin Butts right there along with Peyton. Peyton now on the left rear tire of Devin Butts. We're going to see great racing here. Everyone fighting for these positions. Meanwhile, Hayden Cardwell has checked out. He has almost a 2-second lead over Mason Hannigan. As now Randolph has to deal with Butts. Butts tried a slide job. Left plenty of room for Randolph with 3 laps to go here in our JIR Motorsports Heat Race number 2. Butts 3 wide off at turn number 4. 2 more times around. This battle for third place is getting very dicey. Randolph to the inside of Butts as Butts goes right up to the high side. Randolph, Butts now swap lanes. And here comes Peyton right on the bottom. He's going to slide up, and he is going to take over. The top spot is Hayden Cardwell going to win this one. Mason Hannigan going to bring it home in second. Third place going to go to Peyton Grease. Devin Butts 4th. Jason Randolph 5th. Curtis Merriman and Braden Eiler going to bring it home 6th and 7th. The old PK checking in on Facebook. How you doing, Paul? Thanks for stopping on by, coming on in. We get ready for our third and final heat race of the night. Your Edmund Trophy Company heat race number 3. Starting lineup looks something like this. Alkaline 88 Wicked Cushion backed sprint car and the Brent Marks Racing Sim team from Ontario, Ohio. Woo-wee. It is the 25 of Kevin Click. On his outside, Baps Auto Supply, Wicked Cushion, Brent Marks Racing Sim team locking out the front row of this one from Farmington, Minnesota. It's the 15 of Michael Sheridan. Row number 2 in the Fast 4 Media, JST Swindell Speed Lab Esports from Loomis, California. It's the 5 of Rusty Kruger. On his outside, the world traveler himself, the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. Row number 3, the Ultimate Dirt TV Black Diamond Motorsports from Ellington, Florida. It's the 54 of John Batista. On his outside, the M&M Painting and Construction Wicked Cushion Machine Brent Marks Sim Racing Team from York, Pennsylvania. It's the 5 of Jeremy Zarfos. Row number 4, the DRN Raven Graphics RPM Glendale Heights, Illinois, Jeff Peterson. And that is our 7 cars here for Heat Race number 3. Kevin Click, Michael Sheridan on the front row. Kevin Click in the 25 picks up the front end as he carries it all the way to the start-finish line. Click out to the early lead. Michael Sheridan right there as well. Rusty Kruger on the inside of Sheridan. Here comes the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. Kruger caught a little bit of the inside berm there, shot him up the track. Lost a bit of ground, but Kevin Click holding on to the race lead as we got 3, 4, 5 cars right there, all trying to battle for second place. Ernie Williams going to get into 2 cars there as racing got very tight with him and Michael Sheridan. Michael Sheridan going to come out the loser in that situation. He is falling all the way to 7th place. And Ernie is going to go up and over the berm, but rejoins the race. Now he finds himself in 7th place. So that is the second car here tonight that has gone off the track. These drivers need to learn that that ramp isn't going to do anything for your lap times. But Kevin Click so far smooth sailing for that 25 machine, but he better watch out because here comes Rusty Kruger. Kruger trying to work that bottom lane, really drives it in deep and pitches it sideways hard there in 1 and 2. Gets a big run through 3 and 4. And John Batista almost trying to take all 4 wheels off on the grass. Trying to move into 2nd place. Kevin Click still leading this thing with 3 laps to go. Here comes Kruger with a move to the inside. Click going to get a better run up off the corner. Now Kevin Click right through the middle of the track. Looks like he found a little bit of something there. Rusty Kruger now going to try the high side on Kevin Click. Click trying all he can to stay in this lead. Gets a little crossed up. Spun the tire a little bit coming up off the corner. And that was the opening Rusty Kruger needed. Kruger now trying hit side by side for the white flag. Final time around the race for the lead right here. Click going to move down to the bottom. Tries to take the lane away from Kruger. Gets it done. And Rusty Kruger going to settle for 2nd. Batista 3rd. Jeremy Zarfos 4th. Michael Sheridan 5th. Jeff Peterson 6th. And Ernie Williams going to bring it home in 7th place. So with only as few drivers as we have here, we are going to skip our C main, our B main, and we are going straight to our Balduzzi Trucking Pole Dash. Top 2 drivers from each of our features being called to the track. It will be a 6-lap dash. Hayden Cardwell out on the speedway. Mason Hannigan waiting. Kevin Click joining this field as well. Adam Elby making his way out onto the track. Waiting for just one more. Here comes David Heileman, your first heat race winner. He's now out on the speedway. So Kevin Click in the 25 machine. Looks like Kevin Click on the front row with Hayden Cardwell. Row number 2 going to be the 49 of David Heileman and the 74 of Adam Elby. Row number 3, the 1 of Mason Hannigan and the 5 of Rusty Kruger. So here we go, 6 laps, and the Balducci Trucking pole dash is green. Kevin Click, Hayden Cardwell side by side into turn number 1. Click right to the bottom. Now he comes up to the high side, and Hayden Cardwell going to get his right rear. Both cars get out of shape. Cardwell shoots off the track, and Kevin Click goes from the lead all the way to 5th. But that doesn't matter, as we have a new leader now. That is the 49 of David Heileman, but he's going to shoot off the track. So David Heileman finds himself in trouble. Now we got Mason Hannigan out in front, and the 74 of Adam Elby is going to take the lead. So Adam Elby to the front. Rusty Kruger on his back bumper. Both drivers right there pushing the limits of this high banked dirt track where there is no wall, where 3-4 cars have already found themselves pushing that limit a little too much. 2 more times around. Kruger down to the bottom. Elby stays committed to the top, and Adam Elby makes it work that time around. And now Rusty Kruger goes off. Final time around. Can Adam Elby hold on to it? He's going to play it safe. He goes down to the bottom. Kevin Click, Mason Hannigan battle for second place, but here comes Adam Elby to win our Balducci Trucking pole dash. Kevin Click brings it home in second. Mason Hannigan in third. I believe fourth going to go to Heileman. Kruger in 5th. 6th will be Hayden Cardwell, who exited after lap 1. And so with that being said, guys, we are going to step away for just a moment, and we will have a quick word from our sponsors and then bring you tonight's main event. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the drivers are now into a 2-minute warm-up session. I'm going to let them get out there, let them turn some laps. As the entire field makes its way out here. A little bit of a stack up on pit exit there. Drivers trying to be respectful, giving room to someone who is already committed to the high side. So what we have learned so far through our 3 heat races and a pole dash. High risk, high reward for that high side. You miss it by an inch and you go airborne shooting off the track. That bottom lane, though, just doesn't really seem to be able to have enough speed to take the lead away down there. But I'll tell you what, we are going to have a great 40-lap feature event for you here tonight. Keep in mind, our points leader is Cameron Merriman. He's got still a healthy lead. Looks to be, if I do math real quick, about 5 points. Like I said, I did it quick. Never said I'd do it right. But Cameron Merriman, your points leader, Tyler Schell, sitting in second place. But Tyler Schell not in the show here tonight, so that is going to hurt him a little bit. Batista is out here. Batista looking to recover after a dismal showing last week. At 54, Machina John Batista was fast in his heat race. We'll see if that transfers over into this main event. Multiple drivers are going off the track here. We'll see how that works out for them in the feature. All right, guys, as you know, we're going to let these drivers finish out this warm-up session. And then we're going to go through our starting lineup, starting with row number 4. Because those are the only 4 rows that are scored correctly right now. I'm sorry, from row 4 on back are the only ones that are scored correctly. I'm going to pace around. 2 laps under iRacing. Then we're going to line up our first 3 rows. Then the 4 wide salute that everybody loves, including this loudmouth right here. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Drivers are starting to take to the grid. Let's go ahead and show you our Tim Sims lineup from row number 4. On the inside, the Dayton, Ohio driver, your points leader, the 010 of Cameron Merriman. On his outside, Ted Brown's Quality Paint and Body Shop. From Indiana, it's Peyton Grease. Row number 5, the Ultimate Dirt TV, Black Diamond Motorsports, your Ellington, Florida native, the 54 of John Batista. On his outside teammate, the 90 of Trevor Royer. Row number 6, from Bismarck, North Dakota, it's the 47 of Devin Butts. On his outside, the M&M Painting and Construction, Wicked Cushion, Brent Mark Sim Racing Team from York, Pennsylvania, it's the 5 of Jeremy Zarfos. Row number 7, Cognitive Warriors, Wicked Energy Gum, Team SETI driver from New York, New York, it's the 97 of Matthew Henniger. On his outside, the Casey's General Store from Des Moines, Iowa, it's the 4 of Jason Randolph. Row number 4, the Baps Auto Supply, Wicked Cushion, Brent Marks Racing Sim Team, Farmington, Minnesota native, it's the 15 of Michael Sheridan. Brown and Miller Racing Solutions, Concord, North Carolina driver, it's the 88 of John Harper on his outside. Row number 9, from Felton, Delaware, it's the 71 of Curtis Merriman. On his outside, the Dirt Racing Network, Raven Graphics, RPM, Glendale Heights, Illinois native, Jeff Peterson. Row number 10, Tim Sims, Ultimate Dirt TV, 1-9 Design, Black Diamond Motorsports from Plymouth, Wisconsin. It's the 80 of Joshua Steinke. Border Tire, Wicked Cushion, Dirt Racing Network, Kinzer Racing Sim Team from Franklin, Pennsylvania. It's the 5 of Braden Nyler. Row number 11, the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. On his outside, the MB Custom Race Cars from Wisconsin. It's the 7 of Jimmy Mars, but Mars not starting in this event here tonight. And that is those final from row 4 all the way to row number 11. So now we are going to see the front row start to form up. On the inside of row number 1 is the 74 of Adam Elby. On his outside will be the 25 of Kevin Click. As the field comes around for the 4 wide salute. Row number 2 for tonight's event. On the inside will be the Little Hurricane himself, Mason Hannigan. On his outside, the 49 of David Heileman. Then finally, row number 3 will be the 5 of Rusty Kruger and the 1 of Hayden Cardwell. As the 4 wide salute forms up down the backstretch, everyone stand up and cheer. Pick your favorite driver here tonight as they are here to put on a show for you. The Dirt Slingers Racing League Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series, bringing you the 4 wide salute. The fans standing on their feet, everyone going crazy, and I once again have chills going down my arm, even though this is cartoon racing. Now Adam Elby, Kevin Click take to the front row, everyone else dropping back. We're going to go green next time around. So Adam Elby has to keep himself in check for one more lap. This track looks like it has slicked off. But tonight's event, 40-lap feature. This track is going to go through so many changes in that 40 laps. 21 cars out on the speedway. Lights are out. It is time to go racing. One driver going to come away with it all. Who's it going to be? Adam Elby, Kevin Click on the front row. And Elby stabs the throttle, and we are back to racing here on the Dirt Racing Network. Adam Elby goes right to the bottom, uses the grass to his advantage, and holds on to the lead as Kevin Click went to the high side. Here comes David Heileman. Kevin Click and Adam Elby are going to get together. Elby goes up and over, and just like that, we have a caution. And Adam Elby is able to land on all four and gets rolling. That all came about going into 3 and 4. As I back it up to check the replay here. Elby to the high side, Kevin Click just getting into the back bumper of Adam Elby. Hayden Cardwell gets into Click and kind of stack up there. Somehow the 74 lands it on all four wheels and keeps rolling. So Mason Hannigan in the one machine, now shown as the first car behind the pace car, the 49 of David Heileman in second place, with Rusty Kruger now in third. Hayden Cardwell going to come away with this one in a fourth. Rounding out your top 5 is the 010 of Cameron Merriman. Hannigan looking for his first win of the season. Heileman hungry for that first win as well. So some tough competition for that win here. Top 3 cars stab the throttle. Everyone else following suit. Mason Hannigan jumps to the lead here, but Rusty Kruger right to the bottom of David Heileman. Hannigan using that high side gets a good run through the corner, but Heileman right through the middle. David Heileman challenging for the race lead. Hannigan not giving it up to him. And now the 49 machine again on the bottom. And again, they're going to go wheel to wheel. Heileman now, he sends it down to the bottom, drifts up to the high side, bounces that right rear off the cushion, and to the race lead goes the 49 of David Heileman. Rusty Kruger still holding on to third place, but Hayden Cardwell trying to take it away from him. And we have another caution out here as Braden Eiler in the 5 machine. Turn number 4 goes up and over going into 3. And that berm catching out another driver here tonight. So David Heileman, your race leader. Mason Hannigan now sitting in second. Kruger still in third. Cardwell fourth. And now John Batista rounding out your top 5 as Cameron Merriman has fallen all the way to, well, deep in the field. So maybe that caution was not for I'm not 100% sure. Devin Butts was given an EOL there. So trying to keep up with everything that was going on. But here we go. Heileman in the 49. Mason Hannigan in the 1. We get ready to go back to green flag racing. Here we go. David Heileman picks up the throttle and gets a good jump. The 49 machine going to roll right through the middle. Up on the high side, Mason Hannigan, Hayden Cardwell trying to take third place away from Rusty Kruger. Kruger been running that bottom lane all night. So far, it has been working for him. He's right now inside the top 5. John Batista in the 54, though, going to move into 4th place as Kruger loses some ground. Hayden Cardwell in the 1, Mason Hannigan in the 1, battling wheel to wheel down the front stretch. Cardwell trying to take away the top spot. Or I shouldn't say the top spot, 2nd spot. Your race leader is the 49 of Heileman. He is trying to check out on the field. Hayden Cardwell up to the high side is going to take away 2nd place from Hannigan. Rusty Kruger has gone off the speedway. Now rejoins it off the back stretch. So Rusty Kruger losing all kinds of time. Heileman in the 49, still your race leader. Has a 1 second lead over the 1 of Hayden Cardwell. Cardwell trying to close in on him, though. Hayden up on that high side, really trying to dig hard. Hannigan sitting in 3rd, John Batista 4th. Batista trying to stalk him just a little bit here. Take a measure of him before he decides how he wants to make his move. The lap traffic's going to start being an issue for our race leader. Closing in on the tail end of this field as Hayden Cardwell cuts that 0.4 of a second, or cuts into the lead 0.4 of a second. Cardwell looking very good on that high side. Hayden Cardwell closing in on the 49 of Heileman. Trevor Royer in the 90 machine rounding out your top 5. Jeremy Zarfos in the 5 machine. He's sitting in 6th place. Battle for the lead starting to pick up here. Hayden Cardwell in the 1 machine as we got one off the track. That is the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. Over in 1 and 2. He is spun off the speedway. He's going to rejoin the race here and get back after it. Matthew Henniger is pulled into the pits as well. So the 97 calling it a night. The 91 getting back up to speed. Ernie Williams now sitting in 20th spot as we have Hayden Cardwell's slide job for the race lead. David Heileman pulls down to the inside and gaps that 1 machine, but the caution flag going to come out. The 88 of John Harper finding trouble here at Lernerville. I back this up, going to take a peek what happens to the 88. Going into 3 and 4, the 88 going to jump the cushion. It slams into the outside wall right there on pit exit, and it's enough. He got stuck in the wall and now finds himself having his assisted delivery to his pit lane. The caution flag coming out just as the race for the top spot was heating up. Heileman, your race leader. Cardwell in 2nd. Mason Hannigan 3rd. 4th place, John Batista. Trevor Royer rounding out the top 5. Ernie Williams getting a wave around there, getting him back onto the lead lap. We have 19 cars out on this Lernerville track. Lights have gone out on the Chevy Silverado. John Harper and Matthew Henniger out of the race here tonight. Jeff Peterson, tail end of this field in the 114 machine. But David Heileman takes over the top spot. He goes to the high side. Hayden Cardwell down on the inside. Cardwell not able to get the run there, but we know the one machine has some speed in it. For the moment, Hayden Cardwell content to follow in the tire tracks of the 49. Mason Hannigan sitting in third spot. John Batista right there, and Trevor Royer in the 90. He's trying to roll that inside line, and Royer going to take over fourth place. He's not content with fourth. He may have something for Hannigan down on the bottom, as maybe that top side's finally starting to go away. That inside lane that has Trevor Royer occupying it, finding itself going faster, as he is now trying to take over third place from Mason Hannigan. Hayden Cardwell now down to the inside for the race lead as well. Cardwell getting a little bit of the grass there. That's going to allow the 49 of David Heileman to hold on to the race lead for the moment. But Hayden, now he's going to try the high side through 3 and 4. Heileman going to squirt off at turn number 4, climbs the wall a little bit and sends it off into turn number 1, but the caution flag going to come out. Rusty Kruger turns sideways on the front stretch, and it looks like the high banks and then the sudden drop-off has caught out another driver as Kruger goes into 3. Everything looks good, comes to 4, and smacks the outside wall with the right rear. Sends it down to the inside lane and gathers himself back in. So the 49 continues to lead. David Heileman has had Hayden Cardwell try the high side, try the low side. Cardwell's even tried the middle. So far, Heileman just has not been able to be dislodged from that top spot. That 49 machine on point here tonight. When the green flag flies, we will have 15 laps here in our main event tonight. This is race number 10 of the 12 race season. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot decide who is going to win this race here tonight. Right now, the top 2 cars, the 49 of David Heileman, the 1 of Hayden Cardwell, they seem to be the fastest 2 cars, but between those 2, it's going to be difficult to see who can win, who can be the fastest car. Trevor Royer in that 90 going to make some moves as well as the 49. As we go back live here, I was off pace once again. David Heileman makes a mistake, jumps the cushion in 1 and 2. Hayden Cardwell, your race leader now. So Heileman falling all the way back to 19th place, giving the lead to the 1 of Hayden Cardwell, but the 1 of Mason Hannigan now diving down to the inside. Hannigan going to chuck it up to the top through 3 and 4. So Hayden Cardwell out to the front. Trevor Royer sitting in 3rd. Braden Eiler in the 5 machine has moved up into 4th place. Batista sitting in 5th with Jeremy Zarfos in 6th. Michael Sheridan, right now, he finds himself in 8th. He is in a battle of cars there for sure. Jason Randolph in the 4 machine. On that high side, following in the tire tracks of the 54, John Batista. Braden Eiler trying to figure out how he can dislodge the 90 of Trevor Royer. Royer seems to be right wherever Eiler wants to run. But Hayden Cardwell trying to open up a gap as Trevor Royer going to get into turn 1 a little hot. That might be the opening that the 5 of Eiler needs. And Braden Eiler going to slide job his way into 3rd place. Trevor Royer not done with him just yet. Royer returns the favors. Eiler goes to the top side. Big run by the 5. Now Braden Eiler back into 3rd. Trevor Royer going to jump the cushion as the caution flag comes out. Hayden Cardwell in trouble. Your race leader finding an issue once again. Getting up and over the berm, the same thing that happened to David Heileman. Trevor Royer getting caught out in that as well. Royer jumped the berm, got hard on the binders, and then side swiped Cardwell, sending Cardwell to his side. So again, like I said, the 49 and the 1, Heileman and Cardwell, seem to have been the fastest 2 cars. But it came down to making a mistake, getting up over that cushion and off the track, catching both those drivers out. Now you're seeing Mason Hannigan as the race leader. Braden Eiler in the 5, sitting in 2nd place. Trevor Royer 3rd, John Batista 4th. Rounding out the top 5 is Jason Randolph. So this whole race has changed complexion several times now. And the laps are starting to wind down as the green flag comes out one more time. Mason Hannigan gets a good jump. He is going to go right into the middle of 1 and 2. Braden Eiler down on the bottom. Trevor Royer with no front wing moves into 3rd place here. As Hannigan on that high side through 3 and 4 now tries to roll the bottom in 1 and 2. Eiler goes all the way up to the top. One car making his way to the front of this field. That is the 80 of Joshua Steinke. Steinke finding himself in 7th place after missing his heat race here tonight. So a solid run by the 80, but he is quickly running out of time to try and get to the front. But he is one of the few drivers who has been on that bottom and been very fast here in these last few laps. But with 4 laps to go, Mason Hannigan, your race leader, Braden Eiler trying to take it away from him. Jason Randolph in 3rd place, chasing down the 5 of Eiler. 2 more times around for the race leader. Jason Randolph down to the bottom for 2nd place, but the caution flag is going to come out. And I am not sure who it was. It looks like the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. going to find trouble again through 3 and 4. Again, a driver dropping over the lip there. A quick caution coming out for the 91 as Ernie Williams going to pull onto pit lane. His night is done. The 21 cars took the green flag. We are down to 17 cars out on the speedway. Make that 16 cars. So your race leader is Mason Hannigan. Braden Eiler in 2nd place. Jason Randolph sitting in third. Everyone maintaining a steady pace behind that Chevy Silverado. Lights have gone out on the pace truck. We're going to see it disappear in the pit lane, and we are going to let these cars loose in what could be a one-lap shootout. So we have the green and white will be displayed this time at the same time. Here we go. Green flag flies, white flag in the air as well. Final time around. Mason Hannigan going to have to try and hold off the 5 of Braden Eiler and pick up his first win of the season. Braden Eiler gives it all he's got, but it's not going to be enough. Mason Hannigan is going to win it. Braden Eiler brings it home in second. Jason Randolph in third place. Batista fourth. Michael Sheridan brings it home in fifth. Trevor Royer sixth. Devin Butts seventh. Steinke in eighth. Cameron Merriman ninth. Kevin Click going to round out your top 10. Jeremy Zarfos finishing in 11th. 12th goes to Adam Elby. 13th, David Heileman. 14th, Hayden Cardwell. 15th, Curtis Merriman. And Peyton Grease is going to finish in 16th spot. And so Braden Eiler picked up a whole lot of spots. He started in 20th spot here tonight. Going to bring it home in second place. That was a heck of a drive for that young man in the 5 machine. As we let these cars and drivers settle into victory lane, we're going to start our post-race show, and we're going to kick it off with our third place finisher, and that is none other than Jason Randolph. Jason, that 4 machine was dialed in here tonight. You bring it home in third place. Tell us a little bit about that run.
Really just out there trying to survive, seeing a couple people fly off the track, which definitely helped some spots. And I don't think I passed too many under green, so right place, right time tonight.
Well, you know, there's an old saying, rather be lucky than good. And I think tonight you had both of those in your stable as you were making your way forward. Jason, that 4 machine looking very solid. Tried the high side, tried the low side. Tell me a little bit about what the track conditions were like out there, as we saw several cars jump that cushion and end up going up and over.
I thought the track was pretty nice everywhere. You just couldn't really use too much gas. Just had to be soft on that and finding a little bit of traction, just keep it rolling with the momentum.
Well, man, a solid third place finish for you here tonight. Tell us who you got to thank for helping you get here.
I'd like to thank Roger for putting on the races, and then Wicked Cushion for sponsorship, and Jeff and Mike for doing the broadcast, and just everyone coming out and racing here tonight.
All right, Jason. Well, once again, congratulations on your third place finish here tonight. Solid effort by the 4 machine.
All right, thank you.
That is Jason Randolph, your third place finisher. But now let's move on to second place. That is Braden Eiler, the man who started from, well, let's just call it Egypt. Braden Eiler, you started deep in the field, and here you are on a second place when that checkered flag flies. Tell me how you did it.
It started rough there the first 10 laps, and then I just kind of started rolling the bottom 1 and 2, and then sliding the cars I was getting ready to pass in 3 and 4, and I was able to keep pretty good momentum out of 2 and on the back stretch, but then kind of went away there the last 15 laps or so. Last restart it definitely went away, but once I got to Mason, that last restart, I was staying even with him, so I didn't really think like it mattered what line you're running. I thought it was just blowing off track wherever you're fast, run it. But then Jason on that last yellow, I kind of caught him in my eye on the middle there in the 1 and 2 in the middle, and I figured, oh well, Mason's running it. He just caught me running it, so now obviously it's through the middle, and I just didn't have enough laps to really try anything with him. Which I was kind of rooting for him because he hasn't won here yet, so it's good for him. But he ran a good race. I think we would have had a better night if I didn't can it going in the one in the heat. I was just had to wing a little far back, and I thought it was going to be looser than it was, and she was tighter than that drum going in the corner, and off I went.
Well, you recovered nicely and bring it home in second place. So a solid effort by the 5 machine. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, first of all, thanks to Roger and everybody for putting on the league, and the Racing Network, Border Tire, Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy Gum, everybody at Wicked Cushion Esports, Kinzer Sim Team. I was a lone warrior tonight, but ran second from 20th, so can't really complain. And shout out to Mason on the win. Them Black Diamond boys been putting in some work.
All right, that is your second place finisher, your hard charger here tonight, the 5 of Braden Eiler. All right, now we're going to move on to the man we've all been waiting all season long to talk to, your race winner picking up his first win of the season. That is Mason Hannigan. Mason, tell us how it feels to pick up this win here tonight.
Feels pretty good, especially for the first one at the most hated track that I race at. I don't hate it personally. I've never been good here, so I don't like it. But I think tonight it kind of fit my driving style a little bit. I was on the top, which is not usual, and then I found the middle, and then that's my usual spot. So I was like, okay, well, it kind of helped me out a little bit. And then when Hayden went off there, it helped me out a little more. So it's pretty cool.
Well, Mason, it was I won't say it was a hard race. It looked pretty easy. I mean, all you guys were doing was going and turning left, but somehow everyone kept finding a way to dip their right rear tire off the track and caught themselves into an issue. We saw Hayden Cardwell do it. We saw David Heileman do it. Several cars doing it throughout the pack, but you said you were comfortable through the middle. Looked like a nice, safe spot for you, and man, you're going to come away with the win here tonight and a stellar drive.
Yeah, I was up on the top for a little while there, probably a good old half of the race there, and was just rolling the top, and I wasn't trying to get on the gas that much, and either spin myself out or I'd make sure to get in a little bit lower than what I normally would, and kind of slide up and try and catch it when not dip my right rear over like some other guys were doing, because I mean that just gets you in a bad spot, and then you go back to the rear of the field, and then you're stuck even more. So I found the middle there and about 10 to go, and I kind of felt like I was tracking down David and Hayden for the lead, and David went over, and then once Hayden went over, I saw Braden Eiler in the leaderboard, so I was like, I might have to get up on the wheel a little bit more than I usually do. So I mean, I tried to, and I'm not sure if I put a gap on them, but then when that caution came out with 1 to go, I was like, it's just a matter of getting a good restart and run through the middle and then protect the slider in 3 and 4.
Well, Mason, I've been looking forward to this interview with you in Victory Lane for a while now. Your cars have always been working their way to the front, but never sitting on the top spot. So you get it done here tonight. Congratulations on that, man.
Thank you. Yep, it's it's not possible without all the guys back at Black Diamond. Good group of guys help me out all the time. FK Rowden's on the side of the wing, and Tim Sims, and you guys for helping broadcast, and Roger for putting the league on.
All right, that is your race winner, his first one of the season. Mason Hannigan got it done here tonight, and a great drive by that one machine. So, guys, that is going to wrap it up for us here tonight. Thank you so much to all our sponsors, wickedenergygum.com. Make sure you go there, pick you up some of that Wicked Energy Gum. Tell them KR sent you from the Dirt Racing Network. Of course, we want to continue hoping that Tim Nichols continues to heal, a big supporter here at DSRL, and also all of our other sponsors here tonight. Some of them didn't get mentioned. Scott King Designs, Sign It Up Signs and Banners, and of course, Wicked Cushion Esports, Tim Sims, and Physical Medicine of Oklahoma. Guys, we look forward to seeing you next Thursday night. For myself, here on the Dirt Racing Network. And Mike Peterson, thank you very much for joining us, and we hope to see you all next Thursday night.